The history of all previous societies has been the history of class struggles. Religion is the opium given to the poor people. From each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. Capital is dead labor, which, vampire-like, lives only by sucking living labor, and lives the more labor it sucks. The rich will do anything for the poor but get off their backs. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. Democracy is the road to socialism. The theory of the communists may be summed up in the single sentence: abolition of private property. Capitalism is like a vampire, it lives only by sucking living labor, and lives the more it sucks. The ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. Men make their own history, but they do not make it as they please. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. Surround yourself with people who make you happy. People who make you laugh, who help you when you're in need. People who genuinely care. They are the ones worth keeping in your life. Everyone else is just passing through. Education is a weapon whose effects depend on who holds it in his hands and at whom it is aimed. The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class are to represent and repress them. Political power, properly so called, is merely the organized power of one class for oppressing another. The more the division of labor and the application of machinery extend, the more does competition extend among the workers, the more do their wages shrink together. The human being is in the most literal sense a political animal, not merely a gregarious animal, but an animal which can individuate itself only in the midst of society. The theory of communism may be summed up in one sentence: abolish all private property. The bourgeoisie cannot exist without constantly revolutionizing the instruments of production, and thereby the relations of production, and with them the whole relations of society. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. Reason has always existed, but not always in a reasonable form. Revolutions are the locomotives of history. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. The capitalist class will always find ways of passing the burden of economic crises onto the working class. The last capitalist we hang shall be the one who sold us the rope. The way people relate to each other socially is invariably conditioned by the material means with which they produce and reproduce the conditions of life.
Surroundings influence our thoughts and give them form. We are surrounded by our own creations. The first requisite of the happiness of the people is the abolition of religion. Subscribe our channel to get more videos like this. Thank you for your time to watching this video.